on, everyone? We got to talk about Bonk. Bonk is pumping right now. The whole overall market was pumping, but Bonk kept going. Right now, we have Bonk at 00002162. So 4Z2162 doing really good numbers right now, 7.9% up inside of the last 24 hours. So Bonk has been doing extremely well. And you can see here, still going up 7.3% in the last 24 hours. Still doing some nice numbers here, 18.4% in the last 7 days, 99% in the last 30 days, $952 million in trading volume in the last 24 hours. So that's kind of big because the market cap's only 1 billion, 1.67 billion, which kind of shows you like a lot of the money inside of Bonk right now is just transacting. It's just going and going and going. It's going crazy right now with the volume. So yeah, Bonk is doing good. And if you actually look at everything else, you can see all the other cryptos, all the other altcoins are doing good. So I think altcoin season is right around the corner. Right now, though, we're really just waiting to see what Bitcoin does because, Bitcoin's kind of stagnant while everything else is still kind of increasing. So that is just something that you want to watch out for because, when you see Bitcoin stagnant like that and everything else increasing, it's kind of a warning sign. And it tells you like, hey, wait a minute, just be patient because you never know what's going to happen. Anyways, remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Let's get straight to it. So we're going to talk about some technical analysis here. Now, right now, something obvious is going on with me. Like I can obviously see like we are forming a wedge pattern right now, right? Like we're really forming a nice wedge right here. And it's more than likely about to break out of it very soon. So that's the first thing that we want to pay attention to. And by the way, I'm on the 30-minute chart. So we're looking at the 30-minute chart. One of the most important things right now is this Fibonacci. We're staying here at a very nice support, 2150. It does not want to go below that 2150 level, all right? And another thing you want to watch out for here is the RSI. You can notice the RSI is trending downwards, so that happens in a downtrend. And you can kind of see going through this wedge pattern, you can kind of see how it's trending downwards. We're getting those lower highs, and we're also getting we're also getting higher lows at the same time. So this is actually a very, very, very good signal, but you also want to pay attention to the MACD. So you can actually see the MACD over here. It looks like it's about to flip to the upside. That's what it looks like, right? You can kind of see how it's curving downwards, but it could continue to sell off even more if it wanted to. We just got to really pay attention to Bitcoin. So the support is very, very, very vital right now. So that is something that we really need to be careful with. And you can see we got rejected at the same resistance back here, but we actually got past 2150 now. But now we're just kind of consolidating inside of this wedge pattern, deciding where exactly we want to go next with Bonk. So this is just the 30-minute chart, but we have to really take into account all the other charts. So now going over here and looking at the 15-minute chart, you can kind of see the wedge pattern even more clearly. And you can also see that the volume is slowing down. When you look over here at the MACD, you can tell that the volume is slowing down. And it's actually showing that it's about to go on the downside towards more selling pressure. So there is a possibility that we break this and go down some more, but it's really looking a lot more bullish than anything. Like the selling is slowing down. Yes, the buying slowing down as well. But the main thing that you want to take away here is the selling is slowing down. So it looks like it's actually about to switch over here to more buying very soon, even though we are seeing selling coming out. And that's kind of why we also want to watch for Bitcoin, because anytime Bitcoin starts to rise up, we're probably going to end up getting that rise inside of all the other altcoins as well. And it definitely looks like Bonk is preparing for that next pump. So if Bitcoin takes off, Bonk is blowing out of this wedge pattern here. And it's already almost out of it. Give it by tomorrow. And by tomorrow, it's going to be out of this wedge pattern. So we'll know exactly what's happening with this wedge pattern tomorrow. Now, if we were to go on a little bit of a bigger pattern here, like we can actually see the 1 hour chart. It looks a little bit different. Like we're seeing that there's more selling here and that there could possibly be even more selling coming in when we look at the 1 hour chart. So when we look at it, yeah, it does look like that on the MACD. But then when you look over here at the RSI, you can see this curve upwards. You can kind of see right there on the red line of the RSI, you can see it curving upwards almost as if it wants to cross back up and then, go into more buying pressure. That's kind of what it looks like now. So all of this could easily stop and that selling could slow down and switch to buying. And that could be confirmed here by the RSI showing that it's curving upwards. Now there is the possibility that it doesn't, and there is a possibility that Bitcoin just starts crashing because Trump says something stupid and crashes the market. But anything like that can happen. Now we are getting in overbought territory here on Bonk. Look at all of this buying pressure, but look at all that selling pressure that came immediately after that. That's because we got into overbought territory. Like that was a huge jump that we actually did, and I just kind of want to show you guys the percentage that we did, right? And I made the video. I remember when I made this video talking about Bonk on the 5th and 4th. I was like, look, we're about to break out of this pattern, and we're gonna have some nice movements here. But whenever you take this pattern and go all the way up to the top here, to the top of that candlestick, that is a huge jump. Let me say that again. That is a huge jump all the way from here from the 7th all the way up. Like when you think about that, that's 42%. That's 42%. So that was a pretty big rise to the upside. It might not look big whenever you look over here and look at the last 7 days, but that is because like I'm doing it from down here. The last 7 days is all the way from up there. So it's different. So yeah, the last few days though, it was a huge amount of gains, which is very, very good. So it is inside of overbought territory when you look at it from the 1 hour chart perspective. So I would say the 1 hour chart, I want to say bearish, but it is still bullish. Like it could stay bullish for a little bit longer, but when it pulls back, it's going to pull back hard because we are pretty overbought here. And you can also see here on the MACD as well, we're getting in that overbought territory, and it does look like it's slowing down a little bit on the buys, but yeah, it's still looking a little bit bullish here. So also on the 4 hour chart, we're kind of seeing the same thing. And then if you want to go ahead and look at the daily chart, it looks like it's just getting started on the daily chart. You can actually see on the MACD, it's just now starting to print out some green candlesticks on the daily chart. The volume is filled with green candlesticks. So if you look at it from the daily perspective on the daily chart, we are actually posed for a nice big run up. And that run up is going to end up bringing us here to this resistance first at 2,500. And then from there, maybe we try to pull back a little bit and then rise up and continue till we get to 2,930. 2,930 is after that 2,500 resistance. So we should be on our way towards 2,500 and then 2,930 after we break through this wedge pattern. And according to the technicals, it looks like it's about to break through this wedge pattern very soon. So I'll definitely keep you all updated on that. But yeah, it definitely looks pretty bullish from where I'm looking at it right now. Like if you look at it from the short term, from the 30-minute chart, it does look like it's about to break down a little bit, and it is possible that we break down out of this wedge pattern down to the support at 1800. But then that could give us the momentum to get back above that 2150 resistance and eventually up here to the new high of 2500. So we could see that coming pretty soon for Bonk. But yeah, there is that possibility that we pull back a little bit before we take that next rise upwards. So definitely be cautious of that. Now, as for everything else with Bonk, it's been inside of a pretty good place. This is like some new thing that they're doing. It's almost like it's almost like a test. So yeah, they said be sure to use this button when you find yours. But yeah, share your tail. You can share it on your accounts if you want, I guess. But yeah, I took the little test, and I guess I am a chart seer. So I'm a chart seer. So you read the stars in candlesticks and find truth in the tide. A watcher of patterns, a seeker of signal. The market speaks to you and you listen. And this is actually true. I guess I took the test. It's like a 10-question test, and they had a bunch of different answers to it. And yeah, I guess I'm just a really good chart seer. So that's what they call me, the chart seer. And yeah, as you can see, I just did a whole video on the charts of Bonk right now. So I guess they're pretty accurate. But yeah, I guess you can go ahead and take that test right there. So also, maybe we got something big coming up. Almost time to accelerate. The dog is ready. Are you? Maybe this is them hinting that they're about to drop something big. I don't know. They can't really get listed to anything anymore because let's be honest, like Bonk is pretty much listed on every major exchange, and there is a U.S. American flag in the back. So hey, maybe something big's about to happen, or maybe this is just them making a funny meme, right? Anyways, this is pretty much all I got for you all today. And obviously, I'm not the meme master because I did not go over the meme right there at all. Like I hardly went over it. and I just now went over the charts like in full. And then for that meme, I just kind of glazed over it, and I was like, yeah, it's cool. But the charts is what I'm really here for. I really like the charts out of everything else. So yeah, I'm a chart seer. I'm a chart seer at heart. But yeah, this is all I got for you all today. Definitely hit the like button and subscribe. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. Leave a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this. Do you think that Bonk is about to become bullish and break past this pattern, or do you think it is bearish? Anyways, let me know in the comments. As always, I'll be back with another video.